Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It's JPRB78, and today I have another article here from Destructoid.com. This was so kindly sent to me on Twitter, so thank you for the person who did that. But it's basically the article here. Its title is, "Of course, Pokemon Shuffle Mobile's leaderboards are hacked." Now, you can't see the title because it's covered up with an ad right now. So, oh well. What are you gonna do about that? But anyway, I was actually going to address this before this article was sent to me. But thank you anyway for the person who sent it. But basically, if you don't know, Pokemon Shuffle Mobile just recently started this whole competition for the Charizardite Y this past week. Now, basically the way it works is that if you are like one of the top 250,000 scorers, then you get a Charizardite Y in the game. And that's a really big deal, not only because Charizard is a very popular Pokemon, but also because of the fact that we currently don't have any Fire-type Mega Evolving Pokemon in that game that I know of. So, it is a big deal no matter what way you look at it. So this article is going to address some of the things here. Let's just read through it first before we get all the way to the good stuff. So, it says, there's already a lot of reasons why Pokemon Shuffle Mobile is inferior to the previously released 3DS version, like the increase in item prices, the removal of jewel rewards for beating Mega Evolutions, and the addition of 2 heart events for Kyogre and Groudon. See, I knew about the 2 heart events because my buddy TSS Killer told me about that in a live stream once, but I did not know about that other stuff. I didn't know that Pokemon Shuffle Mobile had so many more disadvantages to it than the 3DS version. I never got the 3DS version because I didn't feel it was like that worth it. The only reason I got it on mobile was because I was like, I don't have any mobile games besides Happy Wheels. I need something else to play in my spare time, since I'll be out of the house a lot, doing crap that I would rather not do. So anyway, it says, last week the first competitive event kicked off. It includes a chance to win Charizardite Y, necessary to Mega Evolve Charizard, but only for those scoring the top 250,000. I posted a decent score early on and was pretty satisfied with it, but this morning I checked the leaderboards just to make sure I didn't drop too far. As it turns out, I did drop a significant amount. The image below illustrates just what's going on. I won't go far to suggest that I'm worthy of being at the very top, but it's clear that the score discrepancy is something fishy going on. Not only are the top scores even more than 1,000 times my own, yada yada yada, but we're just going to go ahead right down here to the image. So let's open this in a new tab just so you guys can see it larger. So this is a screenshot that he took from the phone. Dexter345, his high score right now is pretty good, over 9,000. Over 9,000! My god, people are going to be posting that down in the comment section. But you can see his team really good, actually. He's got a Swampert here, a Kyogre, a Aurorus, and a Donphan. All of these have advantages over Charizard in Pokemon Shuffle because Charizard's only a Fire type. So even Donphan has an advantage over it. But if you look down here, you see this right here. You see that? It says 9... Actually, it didn't work at all. Okay. Anyway, it says like 999999999, and it's for this guy right here, whose team looks incredibly basic. I mean, all of these people's teams look incredibly basic. They look like they just started the game. I mean, they all have Mega Autono, except for this one guy who doesn't even have a Mega Evolution. And you look at the Squirtles, the Eevees. This guy's a freaking Pidgey down here. Pichu. I mean, besides for this Groudon right here, these guys all look like they just started the game. And you almost wonder if they do that to be insulting or what. But obviously, these guys are hacking Pokemon Shuffle Mobile to get to the top of the board. I don't know if this is happening on the 3DS version. This article only addresses the mobile version, so I'm assuming it's only happening on mobile. But I've actually noticed this myself. I've posted on Twitter a couple times already, but every time that I've gone into the Pokemon Shuffle Mobile app and I check the ranking, basically the other day when I checked it for the first time, there was only about 3 or 4 people with these hack scores of 9999999, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I mean, you're gonna expect people to cheat like that. And then the other scores below that were fairly normal. And then within a few hours, I noticed that some of those scores had been taken down. Most of them, or 99999, had been removed by Pokemon or whoever. And because of that, I was like, wow, they're actually doing something about this. That's nice. But shortly afterwards, it was replaced by a flood of these new scores, so the situation was not improved at all. And so now I'm really wondering, are they just going to stop worrying about this? Or are they like waiting all the way until the 28th when the competition ends to take down all these fake scores? That might be a lot of work, or maybe it won't be. I have no idea because I'm not the person behind all this. But at any rate, it seems a little bit unfair because, I mean, these names, I should point out that these names, every time I go in and check, like, which is every few hours, these names, they change. They're not the same 5 people up here, like Julian, Drama, Damien, Jonathan, I guess it's supposed to be Jonathan, and Isaiah, I don't know. But they're not the same 5 people. This is constantly rotating. There are people who have, these 99999 scores just flooding in. And so at this rate, since they only show you the top 5, there's a firm possibility that hundreds, perhaps even thousands of these spots are being held by these people with illegal scores. Now, how do they do this? I'm not entirely certain. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's only on the mobile version, and if that's the case, then they must be using some kind of jailbreak technology or something like that. So I can't really give a concrete answer on that right now. But it is worth pointing out because, I mean, this isn't really a rant video because sitting behind a microphone and just yelling about this isn't going to change anything. So I think if there's one thing we can do to change this and make it a little bit more fair, because think about the people who are on the border. Right now, I'm about at 10,000 or so, like, not 10,000, what am I thinking? 100,000. I'm just outside the 100,000 mark right now, I think. So like I said, you have to think about the people who are down there at the 250,000 range who don't have hacked scores. Are those people going to get screwed over because of the fact that they played the game the legit way? And I certainly hope not, because that would really suck. So, all I have to really say is, I really hope that they take these down on the 28th, and if they don't, that could be a real big problem. I mean, we can't make a petition or anything, because that's probably not going to do anything, but I think the best we can probably do is just like go to the Pokemon Twitter account, which is @Pokemon, and just tweet them with a screenshot and say, hey, you guys need to fix this. Some people already have, but I feel like if there's a large enough response to it, they'll be more likely to do something. Like I said, I don't think they're going to let this slide because they already took some people's scores down, and it just wouldn't make sense to keep everybody else's scores up who are also using illegal software to get their scores boosted. So what do you guys think about this? I, for one, am definitely hoping that this gets fixed very soon, because if it doesn't, the Pokemon Shuffle's competition's credibility are just going to go out the window, and nobody really wants that. So hopefully they fix this. Hopefully the people who deserve Charizardite Y will get it. I know I definitely want some, and I don't want to lose it to somebody who cheated. So yeah, definitely needs to be fixed. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Be sure to rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys next time.